We are on the record in 2022 TR 59, State of Kansas versus Shawn Warren Lamont Newman. Jared Regier appears for the state. CSO, is that who you're here for, Marcy Torrance?
Yes, it is. And I also have Julie McClendon from Sedgwick County here as well.
Julie McClendon from Sedgwick County Probation. Last I knew, Darren Patterson was his attorney. Mr. Newman, are you still going to have Mr. Patterson as your court-appointed attorney?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. And have you talked to him about being here today?
No, not today. I didn't get a chance to speak to him today.
Are you going to hire him, or are you applying for court-appointed?
I usually go for court-appointed.
Right. Have you filled out an application for court-appointed attorney?
No, not yet.
Have you changed any financial circumstances since Mr. Patterson was your attorney?
No.
Well, you do have the right to an attorney since you're looking at having your probation revoked and to serve your jail sentence. Are you going to ask for an attorney then, or are you proceeding on your own behalf today?
For an attorney.
All right. Well, CSOs, we may have to continue this to get his attorney here, and it'll probably be on a Monday or a Wednesday afternoon. Is there one day that's better for the probation officers than the other, a Monday morning or a Wednesday afternoon?
As long as I'm sorry, Marcy.
No, go ahead, Julie.
As long as I have notice, either one works for me, Your Honor.
All right, and CSO Julie, what's your last name?
McClendon, McClendon.
We have an attorney, William McClendon in Eureka. Is he related?
Married into it, so I'm not aware.
All right. Well, he's a fine young man and a good attorney, so you do your family well if he's not related or if he is, but it's William McClendon out of Eureka. All right, so we'll try to give you enough notice. What do we have available, clerk? What's clerk did I say I'm using again? Is that Jenna?
Destiny, Your Honor.
Destiny, when can we move this maybe to, I'm thinking a Wednesday afternoon that Mr. Patterson might already be committed to?
Well, I'm not sure on that one. I had a Monday of November 10th at 9 a.m. if that would work, but I can also look for a Wednesday afternoon.
I think Wednesday afternoon might fit the court's schedule a little better. He's usually here on the interpreter docket. I don't really want to put it on that, but maybe if we put it at the top of the interpreter docket.
Um,
And Mr. Regier, feel free to make recommendations on this matter. I don't like to set the show causes over too long, so if we have to go with the Monday, that'd be fine too.
I think the earliest that I really have, Your Honor, is going to be October 22nd. That's a Wednesday afternoon at 1:30.
All right. Is that far enough, you think, out, Ms. McClendon, that you might be able to be back by Zoom again?
I show that October 22nd through the 24th, we have our CAXO meeting.
Like, okay, I'm not sure what that is, but that sounds like a not available to me.
Yeah.
Court appointed something, maybe. Court county.
Yeah, it's the Kansas Association of Court Services Officers.
Okay, that sounds like Ms. Torrance might be unavailable as well. So, well, what else do you have then, Destiny?
The week after on the 29th?
October 29th will work for me.
All right, we'll set this over to October 29th at 1:30. Mr. Newman, I'm going to order that you be present at the courthouse again like you are today.
Yes, ma'am.
That is our district policy for show cause hearings, is that the defendant be in the courthouse. So, and then Mr. Regier, I trust that'll give you time to re-subpoena Miss McClendon and Miss Torrance.
I should imagine so, Your Honor. The state would also request clarification as to whether the court is continuing the bond in this matter.
Looks like his current bond is a $1,000 security with second chance bail bond posted May 28th, 2025. I will continue that bond, Mr. Newman, with the added condition that you be back here at that date and time in the courthouse, and that if you're going to apply for attorney, you get that done before you leave the courthouse, get it back to the officers. Once you find out who the court-appointed attorney is, probably Mr. Patterson, you get a hold of him and be prepared for this hearing come the date that I gave you of October 29th at 1:30.
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. Regier?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Newman?
No, Your Honor.
All right, get that filled out and leave it with the officer. Thank you. And then call back in a couple of days to find out who the attorney is for sure if you don't know when you leave the courthouse.
Okay. Okay.
CSOs, do either of you want to see him between now and then?
I already have an appointment set for him to report to me this afternoon.
All right. Well, common sense would say you probably ought to be on your best behavior between now and the show cause hearing. All right. And Mr. Newman, have you been advised of what the allegations of violations are?
Yes.
Okay. You don't need me to go back over those with you?
No, ma'am.
All right. Talk to Mr. Patterson about those before court. You may go then. You are excused, Ms. McClendon. Thank you for making yourself available, and for this supervision, you're excused. And
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ms. Torrance, do you have anyone else on the docket today?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, fill it out and get it back to us. Okay.
And then the deputy will tell us who's next.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. Judge Webster presided over a probation show cause matter for Shawn Warren Lamont Newman. And while nothing explosive happened, the exchange captured how much coordination goes into even a routine revocation case M. And respectful, confirmed he wanted to keep his longtime court-appointed attorney, Darren Patterson, but admitted he hadn't spoken with him that day and hadn't yet filled out a fresh financial affidavit. Judge Webster patiently explained that since Newman was facing possible revocation in jail, he had a right to counsel, and the court wouldn't proceed without making sure an attorney was formally on board. The judge then worked with probation officers Marcy Torrance and Julie McClendon, plus the clerk, to find a new date that fit everyone's schedule. It was more complicated than it sounded. October conferences, interpreter dockets, and probation officer availability all had to be considered. In the end, the case was set for October 29th at 1:30 p.m., with Judge Webster ordering Newman to appear in person at the courthouse under district policy for show cause hearings. The prosecutor, Jared Regier, asked if bond would remain in place, and the judge confirmed Newman's existing $1,000 bond would continue, with the added condition that he show up at the next hearing and get his attorney paperwork squared away before leaving the courthouse. Newman, cooperative throughout, promised to follow through. His demeanor was polite, answering yes, ma'am, and no, your honor, and while you could sense a little wariness, he didn't show frustration. Judge Webster closed with some practical advice, telling him that common sense would say you probably ought to be on your best behavior between now and the next hearing. The atmosphere was steady and procedural, a judge making sure rights were protected, probation officers and the clerk juggling logistics, a prosecutor keeping the record clean, and a defendant trying to stay in compliance. Nothing flashy, but a good example of how much detail goes into keeping even a single probation case on track. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one,